key to us getting ahead and playing with the lead was our defense holding UMass to 25 points in the first half. UMass is an explosive offensive team, but to hold them to 25 and a half is very difficult.
That run that you guys went on from 9:30 to 2:30, it was about a 70-minute run. It was 27-0. I don't know if you, not to need your specifics, but do you remember a time in the recent past where you've had a team go on a run like that for a 7-minute stretch?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but the thing that I felt during that run, in addition to the defense, so defensively we had a lot of guys running in to rebound, and we had several guys finish possessions. But offensively, it felt like we were playing the right way, and that's something we've really been working at, just getting guys to throw the one extra pass. And we don't have selfish guys, but to do all the things that are necessary to have a great possession, as far as getting ignition, getting in the lane, sharing the ball, and then shooting it in, we had several possessions back-to-back where we converted on three-point shots.
Ryan, during that run where you guys almost go 30 unanswered points, is that as fun a stretch that you can remember, both defensively shutting them down and then everyone offensively getting into the action?
Yeah, it's real fun when things like that happen and everything falls into place for us. Because we've been struggling the last few games, finishing out. So it's fun to just, see everybody else interacting, everybody playing well, everybody defending. So yeah.
Is that a case where the defense leads to the offensive play?
In some situations, yeah. And the other thing that happens is that when you play well offensively, if you make a few shots and there's energy in the building, and we did have a good crowd tonight, there was great energy. But when there's positivity at the offensive end, you play a little bit harder defensively sometimes, and so that happened.
You mentioned talking the other day about how Jabari Hines felt was the best player in the Atlantic 10 right now, coming off 37 points against the Dukes. You hold him to 12 and he only gets into double digits with free throws at the end. How much of the game plan was trying to limit what he could do offensively?
And just to clarify, we felt like Jabari Hines had played like the best player in the Atlantic 10 for a 2-game stretch. So the VCU win that they had and the win at Duquesne, I mean, there was no one better in this conference over those 2 games. He basically won 2 games for his team. So our defense is always focused on guys that can really shoot. Jabari Hines does a little bit of everything. He creates for others and he can shoot threes, but he was a focus of our defense.
Ryan, down low, I mean, the first UMass matchup was one of the only games this year that you didn't score in double digits. You were able to get another double-double tonight, getting the 10 points at the very end, but they seemed to really be honing in on you, that they didn't want you to score specifically down low. Is it satisfying to see the other guys around you, even in that run, 27-0, pick it up where, while you're being held to lower points early on in the game, you don't have to worry about being the guy who has to carry the offense like that?
Yeah, it's real good to see that because, teams is really starting to catch on because, I'm so productive, on offense right now. So it's good to see everybody playing well. Everybody, we had, 5, 6 people in double figures. It's good to see that because, when I can't score and I can't get the ball and I can't, help my team other than rebounding, to see everybody else score, that's when they stop doubling actually in the first half because everybody started shooting so well. So it's good to see that.
One of the guys in double figures was Nemanja, and you said that you put him out there because of the defensive effort he brings, but also offensively, he doesn't hurt you with his value for the ball, where he did more tonight. How happy are you to see him come through with those threes?
Well, I don't usually compliment people in the locker room after the game by name, but tonight I did compliment our bench, meaning Nemanja coming in and making some shots. When he comes in and makes a few threes, it changes our team. And then also John Severe gave us a huge lift. I mean, his focus tonight was absolutely terrific. And both of those guys off the bench were very important.
After only getting 6 minutes the last 2 games, how important was it for John to not just play in this game, but play important minutes and score double figures?
Well, it's important for all of our guys to play winning minutes. And, I mean, John was absolutely in attack mode. He took the right shots. He shot them in. And he made his teammates better, too. He got Ryan Rhoomes a couple great opportunities around the basket. And he got a tough rebound as well. So really good to see John and Nemanja come off the bench and help our team.
Just talk about the overall balance that you're able to see both offensively and defensively for the team and how important that'll be for you during the stretch of games.
Right. So balance to me is very important. And that's one thing I felt like we were missing in a couple games where we had 3 guys that played great, maybe 3 guys in double figures. And when you have 5 guys, even if it's just at 10, 11, 12 points, then the defense can't focus its attention on one person. So this is really who we want to be, and there will be certain games where one or two players score more, but this is who we want to be as a basketball program.
It seemed like rebounding for you both was a big part of tonight's game. How essential is that for against a team like UMass?
Yeah, and I'll let Ryan respond, but to me it was very important to have others go in and rebound other than Ryan, so he is so dependable as a rebounder. He's one of the best rebounders in the country, but to have other guys go in there is so important.
It's real good to see everybody rebounding. Coach said at the beginning of the game that we need to be a real good rebounding game for us, being Christian. But we see Antoine had 5 and Joe always rebounds. He had 5, so it's good to see everybody rebounding productive on the boards.
Ryan, in your career here, when the people come out to Rose Hill, you seem to really respond to that, not just with your play, but you seem to like to interact with the fans when a big play happens. You like to look to the crowd and yell at them. How fun has it been to see, a couple of games now at Rose Hill, we've had some really good crowds come out. Do you feel like you feed off that crowd?
Yeah, I do, because I'm a very passionate player when I play. I don't do it on purpose. I don't do it just to be an entertainer. I do it because I really love the game, and I get so passionate with it, just like coach. So when I see a lot of people out there yelling my name, it's good. It's real good to see. We're playing well, even though we're losing a few by 2 or 3 points. We're really playing well, and the crowd's starting to see that. So I'm happy to see the stands filling up a little bit.
For you both, just down the stretch, what do you think will be some of the keys for this team's success as you go down these last few games and into hopefully playoff games?
Yeah, so coming off the last 2 games, which were both close losses, really competitive games, I made a list in my office over the weekend of what we had to do to be successful down the stretch, and we have to continue to grow defensively. We have to continue to get better as a rebounding group, and so that's something that Ryan brings us, but we need more. And then our offensive execution took a big step tonight, and it's a big part of who we're going to be. A part of that is value. We only had 11 turnovers tonight, and we've got to continue to improve there.
Mr. Ryan, how about for you? What are some of the things that you'll be working on and looking forward to improving in these last few games and looking forward to doing?
Other than what Coach said, I guess consistency within the team, not myself, but not just myself, but everybody. Seeing these people, 5 people in double figures, we need that every night. That's the only way we're going to win. You can't have 1 or 2 people in double figures. So if we get 3, 4, 5 people in double figures, the sky's the limit for the team for the rest of the season.